Okay, so here is first round of the brioche chair pad, which is a part of the brioche workshop. So to begin making adjustable ring, I do it in a very simple way. Just make a loop like this, insert the hook, draw up a loop through the ring. This is the beginning. Chain 1 and make 8 single crochet inside the ring. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I started with the dog color because this is how I have it in the pattern. Tighten the ring and join the round with a slip stitch into the first single crochet. So find it, insert the hook and make a slip stitch. So here is round 1. For round 2 we continue with the same color, chain 2 to begin and make a double into the same stitch as join where you made the slip stitch. So chain 2, which does not count as a stitch, yarn over, insert the hook into the same stitch as join and complete the double. Now chain 2 and make another double into the next stitch and continue like this around your circles. Chain 2 and double into the next one. Chain 2 and double into the next one. At the end of round 2 you should have 8 doubles and 8 chain 2 spaces. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 doubles, last space, and join with a slip stitch into the first double. This is round 2. Round 3 is a little bit trickier. We should chain yarn to yarn B, light one in my case, in first chain 1. So we grab the yarn, chain 1, and we changed the color, and we will do it the same for all next rounds. So now we need to make 2 doubles and chain 2 space into the stitch of round 1 where the next double of round 2 was worked. So here is double, the first one of the previous round, and this one is the next one, and it went into this stitch. So we need to make 2 doubles and chain 2 space into the stitch 1, and at the same time we should work in front of the work. Okay, sounds a little bit undoable, but it's really easy once you understand. So you will insert the hook into the same stitch of the first round, like this, where the double went, and you will do the stitches in front of work. Let's do it. So we chain 1 to change the color. Now we yarn over, insert the hook into this stitch, grab the yarn and work the double in front of work. Oops, here it is. Now chain 2 and work another double into the same stitch again in front of work. So bring it a little bit forward, grab the yarn and complete the double. So here is the increase. Now we chain 2, skip the stitch of the different color and make 1 double into the next stitch of round 1, like this, and complete this repeat 3 more times around the circle. We are almost at the end of round 3. We made increase with 2 doubles, single double, increase, single, increase, single, increase, and now we need 1 more single into this stitch before the first double of the previous round. So insert the hook. It might be a little bit tight, but that's the idea, because we want a tight and thick and firm chair pad. And complete the last double crochet, chain 2, skip this double, and slip stitch into the first stitch of the same round to close it. So here is round 3. For round 4 we will change yarn again, so we leave this light tail on the back side, bring up yarn A or ducktail and grab it, make chain 1, and we are ready for the next round. You see the float here, make sure it doesn't pull, so don't pull it like this too much, but make it relaxed. And we should begin round 4 with the brioche double crochet into the next V. So the V is always for the increase. Here is V, formed by 2 doubles of different color. So we need to yarn over, insert the hook inside the V below 2 chain spaces. So this is 1 chain space, that's another chain space here of the same color. So we need to make the brioche double crochet into this space of the same color. So we insert the hook below this space, grab the chains a little bit forward, yarn over, and complete the regular double crochet into this space. And here it is. Now we chain 2 and make the front post stitch around the next stitch of the same color. So we chained 2, insert the hook below this post or behind the post, grab the yarn and complete regular front post double crochet, and we need to repeat it once more. And chain 2 to close the repeat. So here is your repeat, which is repeated around. So again, we will make the brioche double crochet into the next V and 2 front post stitches. Don't forget to make chain 2 spaces between them. Here is the second repeat. Oops. And we are in the middle of the circle, so repeat it to the end. We are almost at the end of the round 4. We chained 2 and we need to make the last front post double, and here we see the chain 2 and double in the beginning. So you can either make your last front post around the chain 2 or the double, it does not matter. I would do it around the chain 2. And you chain 2 to finish the row round and slip stitch into the first brioche crochet. Here it is, round 4. Round 5 is working with yarn B again with light tail, so we grab it and chain 1 with the new color to chain the yarn. The floats don't pull on the wrong side. The pattern says to make front post double around next stitch. So the next stitch is here. You see we have a join. This is the previous stitch and this is the next one. So we do it around the next one. So we make front post double crochet around next stitch, chain 2, and we need an increase around this one. So we will be making 2 front post and chain 2 in between around this one. So we chained 2, yarn over, make front post around this next stitch, chain 2 and make the front post around this same stitch to make an increase. So we created the V. And for the repeat we need 1 more front post double crochet and chain 2. Here is our repeat. So that's front post, increase front post, and again front post, increase front post, increase front post, and to the end. We are at the end of the round 5. We made last front post, increase in front post, and now we would normally do the chain 2 to close the repeat, but the pattern says to omit last chain 2, so we don't make the last chain 2 here, but just join the round with a slip stitch. And this is round 5. Round 6 is worked with yarn A again. This is the dark yarn in my case, so we bring it up, drop yarn B at the back, bring yarn A up, chain 1 to change the color. And now please be really careful with reading the instructions. On round 6 it says to work the first front post double crochet around the stitch before the join. So we joined into this stitch, and the stitch of the same color before the join is that one, so not this one but that one. So we will work the first front post around this stitch before the join, and chain 2, and we repeat it once again as per pattern, and chain 2. And now we need to make a brioche double crochet inside this V, so grab this space forward and make a brioche double crochet, and the last stitch, chain 2, is front post, and chain 2 again. This is our repeat: front post, brioche double crochet, and front post, and we repeat it around. This is the end of round 6. The pattern does not say about the omitting last chain space, so we make regular chain 2 space and close the round with a slip stitch into the first front post of the round. So here is round 6. Just read the pattern for the next rounds. Please refer to the progress pictures in the pattern. Pay extra attention to where the very first stitch of every round goes in, and hope you will have fun with this pattern. Thank you.